Michael Todd versus Vitaly Laletin.
I like both athletes. I respect them. I believe this could be the first time someone beats Michael quickly. I think Vitaly could do it. Michael normally stops everyone, but perhaps not the current Vitaly, given his incredible shape and level right now.
Gennady Kvikvinia versus Ibragim Sagov.
Sagov has some problems with good defensive hooks, as we saw when he pulled against Rino. If they pulled without weight loss involved, I would bet on Genadi. But with Gennady needing to cut 15 to 20 kilos, I see more chances for Ibragim. It's a lot of weight, and I think Gennady would need more time to pull effectively. Also, Gennady's past bicep injury could be a factor, as injuries can worsen with weight loss. I would say 50-50, but maybe slightly favoring Ibragim, perhaps 52% or 53% chance for him. If Gennady loses only around 10% strength, then it's 50-50.
Matt Mask versus Nugo Chikazi.
I've thought about this. Matt's leverage makes him very uncomfortable for Nugo, as he is for most opponents. We saw Nugo struggle when Petro Marharent utilized pronation and top roll against him later in their match. I think Matt will take Nugo's wrist. I haven't seen Nugo use a flop press effectively, although with his power, bench press, side pressure, he could be very good at it if he trained specifically for it. But as things stand now, I think Matt has more chances to win. I'd say 53% to 47% in favor of Matt.
Camil Jablonsky versus Geranov.
It's a very interesting match. Geranov arguably has the best defensive position, while Camil possesses perhaps the best offensive press with the left arm. This isn't ideal for Geranov stylistically, although he has that very good defensive position. Based on videos, Camil seems to be stronger and stronger, and I see some advantage in speed for Camil also. It's difficult to predict. I'd say 50-50. I believe the only path to victory for Geranov is to hook Camil, and he needs to establish that hook from an equal start. If he falls behind even slightly, he'll face significant problems despite his defense. I don't see Geranov winning with an outside move.
Todd Hutchings versus Rustam Babayev.
I like both athletes. However, technically, I believe Rustam is very uncomfortable for Todd. Rustam will likely supinate Todd's hand, and once they are in a hook position, Rustam appears to be the favorite. If the match goes inside, Rustam has the advantage. I don't think any pronator could be safe against Rustam's hook, including Todd's, which isn't his strongest point against that specific attack. He's better against top rolls. I give Rustam roughly a 53% to 55% chance to win.
Arthur Macarov versus Daniel Pupchuk.
I think it's 50-50. I don't see Daniel being able to top roll Macarov, but I can see them engaging in a hook battle. I also don't anticipate Macarov winning quickly, so it should be a tough match where endurance likely determines the winner. I've noticed Daniel seems to be working more on his top roll lately. If he tries that, it might actually give Macarov an advantage due to Makarov's strong wrist. But overall, I'm sticking with 50-50.
Paul Lynn versus David Samushia.
I think Samushia will win. He seems more motivated, he's gaining weight, and appears to be preparing specifically for Paul. I believe he will be better prepared this time.
Even Matyushenko versus Sirhi Kalinichenko.
I think it will be a difficult match for me, and I hope for Sirhi as well. To my mind, endurance will matter much in this one. I do not see myself flashing Sirhi, especially in the first or second round. I anticipate Sirhi will try to top roll me, maybe adding back pressure and pronation, but most probably we will end up in a hook position. He has good biceps, a good back, and a good pronator, so it could be difficult for me to win quickly. If he tries to top roll and I manage to hook him, maybe there's a chance for a win for me then, but I don't think he will intentionally go straight into a hook himself. Overall, I think it is a 50-50 match.
Jocelyn Brisson versus Egle Vaitkute.
I see Egle as the favorite. Sarah Bachman managed to stop Jocelyn a bit in the hook in their match. I think Egle is a slight favorite, maybe 52% or 53% chance.
Georgi Tsvetkov versus David Dadikian.
I wasn't surprised Dadikian beat Alex Krdecha previously. I didn't see a way for Alex to win then. I think David, when he's injury-free, is extremely dangerous with his left. His problems arise when he's injured. Assuming he's healthy now, I was sure about him winning that previous match. For this one against Tsvetkov, I see David as the favorite 55% or 60%. Georgie's left isn't as strong as his right. If his left were like his right arm, it would be a good fight. I saw Georgie practice pulling with Prudnik, but Prudnik was very tired after his match against Cody Merritt, and it wasn't very easy for Georgie.
Petro Marharin versus Lachlan Adair.
I think Petro is the favorite. Lachlan has chances only if he has made maybe 20% progress since the last time. If he made such progress, then he would have chances. But if he didn't, Petro is much more experienced, and I think he has the advantage in the hook.
Zurab Tabridze versus Georgi Tautiev.
I see this as 50-50. It's extremely difficult to predict. I know Tautiev had a wrist injury, but it might not matter as Zurab doesn't attack there. However, Zurab had his own break 2 years ago, and that could be his psychological hurdle. I'm not sure he's ready to pull without his wrist, which I believe Tautiev will take. I'm also unsure if Zurab is psychologically ready to use a flop press if needed. If he is ready for that, then it's 50-50 because Zurab has the overall power advantage. I don't think Zurab can keep his wrist flat against Tautiev. It's very hard to hook him, maybe not possible for Zurab at his current level.